Tip that down, tip that down. Look out. Got it. Live chat. Well, is there anybody out there? Oh, 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 oh. Let me twiddle that camera around that way a little bit. Got that lump of wood in there. Don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Move that over there. Don't want to see that. Move that over there. And that. Get that out of the way. Right. Who's out there? Anyone there? Good evening, Andrew. You just caught me moving stuff out the shot, so that's good. Good evening, Andrew. How are you? Thanks very much for joining me. On my first live for 2 months. So there'll just be me and you, Andrew, tonight, I think, taking in the wonders of Kevin's rambles. Hang on, I've got to have a slurp. I've got a very dry throat tonight. And it's not alcohol. We'll wait to Cynthia's good evening, Cynthia. Did you see me drinking that? That is not alcohol. Hang on, have I got the right glasses on here? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Hang on, bear with. These could be, I don't know. Hang on, let me try these. Oh no, they're even worse. This is spectacle trying time. hang on, let's try these ones. Oh, that do. I'm currently migrating photo albums to more nice ones and seeing all of the photographs that could be classed as incriminating. Evening, Tracy. Thank you very much for joining me. Fiona, good evening. Lovely of you to join us. As well as historical ones. What, historical photographs of you falling in water? Patrick, good evening. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. As I said, Mr. Musco's in the house. That's good because I've got my administrators sitting in the background, watching and looking for any inappropriate comments from people that they will then delete and send away to obscurity. Good evening, Bernie. What? Evening all. I'm assuming that's the translation, is it? Nos with the oh. Hi, Ian. Good evening. Oh my God, these. Now look, hang on. People that need glasses will know what the problem is. These are my old glasses, and I'm trying to find the right pair of glasses with little or no glare in them, and it's very difficult to do that. Whether I should be wearing them or not, I don't know. Hang on, let me. Ian, hi Ian, yeah, thank you very much. Yep, no, I waded through for the new price yesterday, so not much of a joke. There's an old-fashioned saying, Andrew, and it says, drips don't get wet, but you do. Oh dear, yeah. So what have we got here? What else have we got here? Hope everyone is well. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, Bernie. Thank you very much. Well, I'm not doing too bad. Yes, it's Welsh. Yeah. You can't catch me out, you see. Can't catch me out. But some people try. Andrew loves a stream. Steve, he wouldn't have been wanting to go any of the streams that we've had in the last few days around Midas, I'm telling you, because he would have been, bye-bye, Andrew. Oh, dear. Bob Pate, good evening, Bob. Hang on, that's a new one. Bob Pate. Good evening. Thanks very much for joining me. We'll wait to see who else joins us in a little while, and then I'll start looking for things to really talk about. Is that what you call a live stream? Shall I invest in a wetsuit? Probably. But I will tell you something today. I'll tell you something today in a minute. What happened today? Well, what we saw. He's been a water baby since he was young. Ernie Samak, good evening. A cold Sunday evening, Kevin. It is, yeah. Well, and I'll talk about what we're doing today, and it was a bit chilly. It's nice actually. I'm actually sat in my bedroom. I've had to vacate the room behind me for my son to stay in. So I'm in my bedroom. So this desk that's in front of me is right against the window. You've got my chest of drawers here. This is all to do with my security cameras outside. You see, I have to make sure that everything's secure from all the people that want to get into Kevin's Rambles house. This, as you can see, GoPro. Now this, I'll tell you about this again in a minute. Cynthia said, no, but I did. And I'll tell you about it a bit more in a minute. We have snow forecast for tomorrow. Yes, I understand we have. Cynthia was on about that today. But when I came up here earlier on, I did put the heating on because I've got a window open on that side. I like to have a little bit of fresh air coming into my bedroom. But because it's so cold outside, I walked into the bedroom and I thought, heating's going on. It's too bloody cold in here. You should have seen the Arun Canal by Loxford on the A272 water. It was, yeah, I bet that was bad. I bet it was. Have I missed anybody joining? I don't think so. No. So that's good. Blimey, how long? 6 minutes. Good evening. Good evening. Someone's just blown their hooters. They know that I'm live. I did say to my son just now, what you could do, you could just join. It gives me another viewer. He went, nah. Bless him. Hang on a minute. Let me have a sweet. And I said just now, this is not alcohol. This is just a squash. What's Bernie said? Jackie probably won't join us. We haven't even chatted for a couple of days. She's full. Oh no, Bernie, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope she gets better very soon. So please pass on our best wishes to her. Mr. Crows has joined us. Heavy fog up here the last few days. -3 through the day as well. Yeah, it's cold, Robert. It is cold. Has your neighbour got their log fire on? Do you know what? I haven't really had much of a problem with that. And I don't know what it is in, but they've got this square thing fitted to the top of the flue from their log fire. Now, whether that's got anything to do with it, I don't know. Wandering with Watto is in the house. Good evening. Happy New Year to you, my friend. And to your good wife, Kim. Andrew Norris is in the house as well. Look at this. They're all coming to speak to me. Well, not really. I haven't been on for 2 months. So, so yeah. Ernie, we have oil instead of gas and electric heating. Not sure which is better, cheaper. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Is anything cheaper nowadays? Even though I miss a log burner, underfloor heating isn't the same. Not sure about that, Robert, is it? Log burner is nice. If I was in a different situation, a different place, and a different house, perhaps, I wouldn't mind a log burner, in all honesty. Good evening, Lynn. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. So we've got, what we got? They've got 19 people. Well, there's at least 3 people joined so far, and the numbers haven't moved. So that's quite interesting. I love a real, yeah, looking forward to going back to the village, if only for that. Well, yeah, absolutely. But you sport for choice, Andrew, where you are. You know, up there, that one or that one. You know what I mean? From the conversation we had today. So many levels. You go. Yes. Who else is it? Fiona, yeah, lovely Fiona's in the house. Lynn, don't ask him that. I'm sure he'll answer it. I won't bother. Safe journey, Andrew. What's that for? I'll go back to his, yeah. Anna Jones, good evening. Anna, are you in America? I'm not like Bernie. I don't know where everybody lives. Andrew, I bet Zorro, poor Zorro is up and down these. Does he go in the lift? Can he press the button yet? Oh dear. You'll have to train him. If there's a lift there, you'll have to train him which floor he needs to go on. But we've got a lot of people in the house. Let me just talk to you a little bit. As I said just now, this is my first live Adventures with Sogs is joining. Nah, they up. Me duck. Yeah. I've been loving your videos. Really lovely. And every time I hear your accent, it reminds me of all the family I've got up in Hucknall and places like that. So it's lovely when I see your videos. And of course, it reminds me of the fact that my father was born in Hucknall. And of course, from time to time, whenever he got with his family, and they would be having the Nottinghamshire accent, it would start coming back into my dad's conversation with the way he spoke. So, yeah. Yes, Steve has said, yeah, on the 21st. And I don't think we see Steve for about 3 weeks, I think. So we're going to be left. Cheers, fella. Appreciate that. Oh, Gert, what? Hang on. What's your Gert? What is a Gert? Our Gert works in Hucknall. Oh dear. Miss Jones is in Northumbria. Oh, is she? Oh, right. But it doesn't matter whether that. Do we? But we do see Steve on Friday. We do, and I'm looking forward to that. All we've got to just get from him is where we're going to be walking. That'd be good. Gert means the missus. Oh, the missus. Oh, right, the Gert. Oh, that's correct. That's good. That's good. Gert means the missus. Well, say good evening to your Miss Gert from us. Kevin, are you docking Steve's wages? Yes, I am actually. I'm going to be docking his wages heavily. Oh dear. As I said just now, this is my first live for 2 months, I think. Excuse me, I've got a frog in the throat. I couldn't do the one at the beginning of December for reasons that I don't need to go into, but some of you do know. So yeah, looking forward to doing this, getting back into the lives and enjoying this. I remember Gert as a Gert in Daisy. We do love our lives, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah. Cynthia and I were supposed to have been going to visit somebody today that was going to upgrade my laptop, ready for particularly for doing these live streams, a special computer program. But unfortunately, quite late last night, it was cancelled. So rather than waste the opportunity of, no, Lynn, I haven't got a new laptop. If I could show you what I've got here now, I would. I don't think I can. I've got a proper home computer, which is just here to my side, a new monitor, a new keyboard. So I splashed out in the region of about £1,000 to get this all together. But my laptop is what I particularly wanted to use for the live streaming. And it's not ready yet. So unfortunately, we're going to get that done today. And it takes about 2.5 hours to load this program onto a laptop. And while that was going on, our friend was going to be giving Cynthia some instructions into a different editing suite. So unfortunately, that got cancelled. So we took the opportunity of, the weather was nice. What should we do? Short notice thing. So we headed to the coast and we went to Bracklesham Bay. Let me just try and keep up with some of these. Good evening, Daniel. Thanks very much for joining us. It's not actually her name though, just for her indoors. Oh dear. So yeah, so we went to Bracklesham Bay and it was freezing. It was so cold. Good evening, Jean. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. So yeah, so we went down there. We had a walk along the beach, and we went up to a nature reserve. I think we did about 4 miles altogether, but it was hard going walking. We were walking on the shingle or on the sand, and so in some places the sand was very soft. Other bits actually were really slippery, but it was very busy down there, very busy. So a video was made, hence this is here, and I thought to myself, if I extend that up and get the tripod out, what I can do is stand it in the waves as they came in. Cynthia said, no, don't. And of course, everybody knows that I always do as I'm told. So I did stand it in the sea, and it didn't fall over. So there. But it's going to be interesting to see what the videos come out like. But yeah, so I took a bit of a chance. Although GoPros are waterproof, not when you've got, hang on, that little door missing there. And I took it off today because I was going to use some different audio equipment. But I didn't, I had a rucksack on, I had a big heavy coat on, and I thought I can't clip the microphone to it. But Cynthia, after the walk, I think it was during a conversation with Andrew, she said you could always clip it to your rucksack. Thanks, Cynthia, for giving me that idea. Too late. But anyway, we'll see what the footage comes out like. But it was great. Lovely, lovely day. As I say, very cold indeed. So, yeah, hang on a minute. I'm missing. Let's have a try and catch up with some of these. What's his station master? Gert and Daisy were on Comedy Duo, and their real names were Elsie and Doris Waters. In the 40s and 50s. Oh, way before my time. Rich used to work at the Tates. The garage. Oh, not the museum then. Tate's Museum. No, he's clever enough, of course. We've got here lots of conversations going on with each other, which is wonderful. I thought it was Pearl and Teddy Johnson. Well, Robert, clearly I'm too young to remember them, but obviously you can remember them very well. Oh, now excuse me, someone's messaging me. Cynthia, message Marilyn Lawrence and tell her to go onto YouTube and give me another viewer instead of sending messages on the Facebook. Your video yesterday was outstanding. If it hadn't said Lynn B, but it said Kevin, I'd have said, thank you, Tracy. But I did make a slight mistake in scheduling my videos. And it wasn't until, I can't remember what time it was now, and I suddenly realised I hadn't got the scheduling right for a video to go live today. So that was a bit of a hiccup. Good evening, John. Thanks very much for joining us. As you can see, there's lots and lots of chat going on. Kerry's in. Hello, Kerry. So, I'm sorry, I can't accept a sorry for being late. Sorry. No. Who else? Is anybody else joined? I've missed Cynthia, Steve. If you picked up on anything, please let me know. Remind me. Send me a message. Do something. Do something. Yes, when Steve goes away again, we will miss him a lot, won't we? He does all my research. Who's going to do my research while Steve's away? Well, but Tracy, you have to be prompted. Oh dear. Now, I want to mention something about the walk that's coming up at the end of the month. Let me just hang on. Edited and posted for the first time today since the Wayne Aaron walk. Hopefully, back is at it properly now. Have I missed out on something? Have you been unwell? If so, I am so sorry, my friend. You should have sent me a message to let me know what was going on. D for Bricks. Good evening, D for Bricks. D for Bricks. D for Bricks. That's a new one on me. Although for some reason I should know it. I don't know why. Is it Daniel? Is it Daniel? Possibly. Daniel, let me know if that is you. D for Bricks, Daniel. Yes. Hello, my friend. Brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's great to have you join us. I know you've just recently become one of the followers on Facebook, on the Facebook group, and obviously on here as well. So it's great, my friend. Yeah, we've got two Daniels in the house now. This could get confusing, actually. I'm just going to call him D for Bricks. A lot of stuff, mate, but and other tribulations. Oh, okay. Watto. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Michael White's in the house. Goodness me, what's going on tonight? I've just got in, so I'm late. Yes, you are, and I. And the same as Kerry. I will not accept it. It's shocking. Say that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What else we got going on here? Yeah. So let me go back to the walk. Blackdown at the end of this month. Hopefully, some people will be able to attend. That would be brilliant. In fact, Cynthia and I have done a recce around the walk. And yeah, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you, Watto, for that. It's brilliant. Thank you. Yes, the walk, we've done a recce around it. We thought we should, because the shorter route, which is on the map that Cynthia posted, is doable by everybody, I would have thought. There is going to be a cut-off because there's two bits that Cynthia and I think is going to be perhaps not possible for everybody to do. There's a very long slope that goes down with a lot of loose stones. And even we had a little bit of an effort to get down this slope. But once you've got to the bottom, and then you go up a little track by a farm, and then you do a very sharp right, and then the hill is going back upwards like this. I think Cynthia did get some photographs of that, and I'm sure she will post them up on the Facebook group. So just be aware, there's this down bit that's very steep, and then this other bit that's coming up, back up onto the top of Blackdown, which is quite long and windy. And in places, the footpath is very narrow. So I just thought I should mention that. As I say, the top part is easily doable. And we now know where to find the trig point. Yes. Don't we, Cynthia? Do we? I think we do. I think we do. I did take photos, but they don't always show. No, that is true. That is true. Yeah. It's very difficult, but it is, honestly, folks, it is steep. As I say, a lot of loose stuff underneath your feet as you go down. So, yeah. Mark's Adventures, Aop, another one that's from up near northern places. It's nice. Yeah, fantastic turnout tonight. Thank you, Butch. I really do appreciate it. And the voice is going already. I don't know whether you can hear it. We've only done 25 minutes so far. What's this, Robert Croser? My in-laws did a Caribbean cruise a couple of years back, and my folks did a Florida Keys the same time. Bugging me for babysitting. Yeah, well, there you go. That's what comes of it. It has been made worse by all the rain. Yeah, it was very muddy. It was very muddy, and at the bottom part of this hill, it comes down off this stony surface onto grass for about, I don't know, 40 or 50 yards, and that was very, very slippery. I took a very safe route, but I tried to direct Cynthia on a route that would have, but it didn't work. But please give me your support. What's this? Hang on. Mark's Adventures will be hosted on social. Absolutely, do our best there, Bernie, to get there on Wednesday. Yes, I will do my best to get there. Circumstances allowing, of course. Yeah, it's going to be. Steve Mitchell, good evening, Steve. This is, as I said just now, this is the first live I've done for 2 months. Bernie, bless him, has been holding the fort with his lives, with things going on. But this is fantastic. We had 30 on the list just now. Anybody else want 29? Yes, there is, Lynn, and that's fantastic. I'm so pleased. So pleased that one person has left because it was 30 there just now. But if you haven't given us a thumbs up, give us the thumbs up. I can't do that to myself. Obviously, I'd be so biased. I've got to keep taking a sip. I did have a glass of wine at only 3 thumbs up. I've got 20, Steve. What do you want about? I did have some wine at lunchtime. My excuse is that's what's dried my throat out. The Watto, the medicinal, the wine at lunchtime was definitely for medicinal purposes. Oh dear. Let's just have a look, see what else we've got going on here. Mark's Adventures, thanks, but if you can't, Kevin, and gave any announcements for your group, let me know before and I'll read them out. Thank you, Mark. Much appreciated. Cynthia's there, so she'll be picking up on these comments, and so will Steve. Steve, do a refresh. That might help. Can you do a refresh on here? I don't know if you can or not. So yeah, Steve and Cynthia will be picking up on anything that they want announced about future walks and stuff like that. We are next Friday. Cynthia, Steve, and I will be getting together. We're going to go out on a walk, and we'll also have a talk about trying to get some other venues sorted out for future walks. What we want to try and do what we did before, and that is try and get probably 2 or 3 in advance, so that you all know what's coming up, so you can put them on your calendar. Ian, you and Steve, you've got to do something. Something's wrong. Just did a refresh, a thumbs up, change from 6 to 19. There you go. Andrew did it, and you're still one behind Andrew. I did a video call to some chap in Croatia today. When I was on the beach at where was it we went? I can't remember where we went now. It's down on the south coast. Cynthia, where did we go? But yes, it was great actually having a chat with that gentleman, Mr. Andrew Norris it was, and he looked in fine. Thank you, Bracklesham. And Mr. Norris looked in fine fettle. He's getting a lot of exercise running up and down staircases. He said it's the only way you can get any exercise in Croatia is to run up and down these staircases. 3 flights, up and down, up and down. And, but, it's good luck to him. He'll be as fit as a fiddle. The one and only, yes. I'm glad there's only one, actually, Andrew, because if it was another one, it would be very confusing. Prior notifications of walks would be really cool. Failing to prepare means prepare to fail. Oh, thanks, Gene. We've got to get Queen of Maps back. I like to walk to the bridge and back. Yeah, and I bet you've got a tinny in your hand, haven't you, Watto? Yeah, I know what you're like. What's this? John F. Has John been poorly as well? I'm after my 1,000 miles. Yes, yeah. And if you do your steps, you'll be able to do the steps, won't you? Is it? They say aim for 10,000 steps a day, and if you ran up and down your flights of stairs a bit, you get your 10,000 steps easy. Oh dear, John, I'm sorry to hear that you've been poorly, my friend. It looks as if you are on the mend. As he trimmed, Andrew doesn't know how to trim a beard. He said to me once, "What the hell do you keep your beard so neat?" And I said, "I use a pair of not tweezers, a beard trimmer." So buy a beard trimmer. It's easy. What we got here? Yes, Kerry. At some point in the future, I want to have a chat with you about genealogy. I would like some advice about that. I've got back on the Hall side of my family is the 1795, I think it is, but I know myself and at least possibly two other people are stuck at the same point. Is there any reason for that? John had COVID at Christmas, but it's gone now. Still feel tired though. John, I've actually heard that people are suffering with tiredness after this, if they've had a bout of this COVID that's doing the rounds. And it's not nice. It's not nice at all. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say touch wood. I've not had it again. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope your session went well at 7 o'clock. I was still eating some food at 7 o'clock, so I do apologise for not joining you. I have a trimmer, but it only gives me my beard the. Okay. Perhaps you need to train your beard trimmer. Oh dear. Bonnie, it's not a problem. I will let you off. The others that are late, I won't. That's for sure. I was testing my equipment out. Really? Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting. I like puzzles. Thanks. Your ancestors are from probably the same place as Mr. I hope not, because they talk different. Mr. Crow was claiming that I was a distant cousin. No, please, no. That would be a punishment to be related to Mr. Crow, sir. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yes. Oh dear. What's this, Lynn said? Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Yeah, yes, absolutely. I know Cynthia's daughter had this current bout of COVID. Started off with a little bit of a cold, and then she decided it was just before Cynthia's birthday, 70. And there was a surprise party arranged for her. But she thought she'd better do a test, and she had COVID, but she was really quite poorly for about 3 days. So, but yeah, have you been shouting at the telly again, Keith? What, because of my voice? No, trying to shout at the microphone today on my GoPro. Cousin Kevin, wasn't that a song that the body undertook? Was it? I don't know. No idea, Robert. I wasn't sure, and if I get a video out of today, The wind was, it was quite strange really, because it was a beautiful day, as you know, but very cold. But the wind was coming off the land rather than off the sea, and I wasn't sure what the audio was going to be like, so I was raising my voice to try and get the audio to work and trying to keep the camera fairly close to me. So I'm hoping that the audio is going to be all right. Bonnie says she's 100% healthy again, but it's taken 6 months. Again, Bonnie, I didn't know you'd been poorly, so I do apologise. But I'm glad you are getting better, or that you are better. Going back to the walk, I think I missed something. Are you doing 2 walks because of the hills? In a sense, yes, we are, Lynn. There's sort of like the shorter walk, which keeps you more to the top of Blackdown. But then those that I would suggest there might be 1 or 2 that can't do the longer part because of the slope going down into the valley, and then you've got to get back up again. The steepness of it's going to be, I think, too much. So there's going to be like a cut-off point where those that can't do the longer route will be able to continue round, but those of us that can do the longer walk will continue. So it's in a sense 2 walks within 1, if that's oh, Cynthia's reply now, Lynn. So it was 1 walk back. There is a way back to the car park which avoids the steep bits. Exactly, yes. That I couldn't have put it better myself, actually. I might as well just leave it to Cynthia and Steve to do these, but really, I'll just turn it on and I'll be the pretty one. Yeah. All right. No comments, thank you. Oh, I see, sort of. So will everyone meet up afterwards? That depends on what people want to do, Lynn. If people want to, because there's no pubs where we are. There's plenty of cafes, and that in the town, in Hazelmere town. There is I can't remember what it's called, the Swan. I think there's a Swan and the White Horse, but we've made no plans at all. You don't go off the south of the hill, do you? The south, yeah, that one. That's on the south side, yeah. I think. Would that be south, Cynthia? Steve, south? Is that south? Steve, Cynthia, can you help me there? I think it's south, that bit. Which side depends which side you're talking about, Gene. We're going to be parking in the first car park. Yeah, I think it's the south one, Gene. And if you know that one, then you know how steep it is. Because did you do that when you did the Blackdown walk? Yeah, that'd be brilliant, Bonnie. It'd be nice to see Dave again. Still waiting for that game of golf. Are you venturing back up to Gloucestershire all this year? Would love to host you on a wandering again. Watto, I will have a word with Mr. Musco. We thoroughly enjoyed our trip up, mainly because it was raining. We love the rain, especially when we went to, was it Winchcombe? It was just lashing down. Dave's, I was walking around Alton. Oh, that'd be nice. Go. Whoop. Rain when? Yeah, exactly. Steve, if you're still there, my mate, do you remember any of the rain in Winchcombe when we met up with Watto and Kim? Oh dear. If you've been jabbing a yes, Steve remembers a little bit of rain. Yes. When we were looking at, was it a cider press or something? Claire's there. Claire, when did you join us? I'm so sorry I missed you joining. I will try and post more details about the walk on the group page to clarify what's happening. Thank you, Cynthia. That'd be good. Watto, to be honest, I can't say one way or the other what Steve and I are doing, because I know either June or July, Steve's wife is going away to America for a week. So Steve and I are going to be off on a jaunt to probably play that pointless sport that Mr. Norris called it just now, and to do some walks and to get some videos. So there. Michael White, lashing sounds like the famous five. Yeah. Yes, yeah. It was, yeah. Winchcombe was lovely, but I'd like to see it when it's dry. The church was amazing because, yeah, thank you, Steve. In June, the church was amazing because it had these what they call them, the gargoyles, I think they are, coming from the roof, and it was raining so hard it was coming out the end of these spouts about 2 or 3 feet away from the end of the building. It was unbelievable. Gina, what's Bonnie saying? Gina and I went on a nice walk today, but it was very cold. Cynthia and I were in where were I've forgotten the name of it again. Oh dear, I'm gonna have another drop of this. How can squash affect me that way? Not bad. Oh, I used to love ginger beer. Loved it. Yeah. Do a video called Kevin's Walks Go Mad in the Country. Thank you, Cynthia. Hang on now. hang on. Bracklesham. Then I won't have to ask you again. No, you weren't, Steve. No, this. I don't know if you missed it. What we was planned for today actually got cancelled quite late last night. So there was. I know because you're a busy guy, you need a bit of notice, and I just felt it was too late to mention it to you. I know you have the grandchildren sometimes at weekends. So yeah, I think it was about 8 or 9 o'clock last night when the today's arrangements were cancelled. So what's it? There's a lot of talk about alcohol here. Michael, Kevin's Walks Go Mad in the Country. I'm sure we can arrange that because most of them do. We never get lost. Anybody that's on here tonight that wants to come on a walk, we never ever get lost. We just take a wrong turning. And then what we do is we look for Jean, and then she puts it right, gets it all right for us. But yeah, I was just saying that I remembered where you went. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yes, we did, mate. Sorry. Yeah. I've been lost my whole life. Oh, Bonnie, no. How could you be lost? I can't believe that you've been lost all your life. You found us, Bonnie. You found us. We won't let you go. Don't worry. It's a 3-mile walk, he says. Who said that? Oh, I want to find out who that is. I had some ginger beer on Friday night and cider too. I bet you mixed them, Claire, didn't you? Into a glass. Yeah, mixed them up. Because you said you went out with your siblings, didn't you? And they were trying to get you drunk, which is shocking. If Trademark drinks it was in that neck, yeah. Bye, Watto. Hang on. Going to have to drop out, Kev. Have a good week. Great to catch up. Be safe. Bye, Watto. Yeah, take care, my friend. Give me a shout. Give me a call or something, and we'll have a little chat. Just a little bit of a catch up. But take care. And in regards to Kim, I don't have a whiskey, Matt, but I do have a vodka overcoat. Right. Okay. Now I have zero sense of direction. Jean can confirm this. God. Oh dear. There's no hope, Bonnie. You do know you live in Brighton, don't you? So Claire didn't. She was driving, so she didn't mix it. Very good. Red or white? I'm not fussy. Rose, actually. It's a nice. It's white. Oh, okay. She lives in Hove. You know, it's next door to Brighton. It's neighbours. But yeah, but Claire lives in Saltdean, and that's next to Brighton. So, Hove is posh. Oh, well, actually, now I understand why Bonnie living in Hove. Bonnie's posh. Bonnie's lovely. Bonnie's lovely. And Bonnie said to us once on a walk, she said something about, I can't remember what we were talking about. She said something like, what Bonnie wants, Bonnie gets. So I've always remembered that. But yeah, that's what Bonnie said. We're at a cafe somewhere, and that's what she said. She said, what Bonnie wants, Bonnie gets. So yeah. So Bonnie gets lost. So that's it. It's called Brighton and Hove, actually. Corrected by Claire. Oh dear. This is unbelievable. My son said to me earlier on when I stood up off the sofa, he said, "Are you?" And I said, I'm aching a bit, son. I'm aching a bit. And he said, I expect you are after walking around that beach. But yeah, hang on. Sir Kevin Hall lives in Posh Midhurst. yeah. The fire station's just down the road. Oh dear. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Sir Kevin Hall. I will allow you to bow to me. God. I was looking for a house in Sussex, but they were all so expensive. You must all be millionaires. Michael, no. Hey, there's a house, or there might be a house over the road from me going up soon. Well, not going up, but on for sale. How would you like me as a neighbour? Bonnie, posh bird. There you go. She agrees. Bonnie's a posh bird. And she's got a beach hut. Beach hut? Beach house. Oh, hang on. I might have called it the wrong thing there. Beach hut, beach house. Beach hut, isn't it? Oh, no. I might have called it the wrong thing. Now I'm in trouble with Bonnie. Mind you, I'm in trouble with most people, so it doesn't matter. One more wouldn't hurt. Lynn B, born in Brighton. Lynn, oh yeah. Lynn B. Brought up in Hove and ended up in Portslade. So is that going up market, Jean, or is that going the other way? Was that West Sussex? Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. It could be East Sussex, West Sussex, Mid Sussex, whatever. Hut. Put. Kevin's got a shed in his garden. Yeah. I call it, it's a summer house, really. But yes, that's one. It is, you're right, Lynn. It's a posh shed, yeah. But my cousin helped me build it when he hadn't hurt his hand. Would not call it a summer house, he called it a shed. So what he did for my 70th birthday was he got a Perspex thing up that I can screw to the wall and it says Kevin Shed. I'm never going to get away from it. No, not two sheds. Well, yeah, actually. Well, yeah, I've got a proper shed. I've got a little office and I've got the summer house. A shed. We won't go there, sheds. No. If you went to Lynn's place, you'd lose count after the first 20 yards. Let's have a look back here. It's a posh. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, Kevin's got a shed. Yeah. And I've on my little decking area outside my summer house, I had a Christmas tree on there with lights on it, which were all flickery. Gene Man Cave, thank you very much. But it kept getting blown over by the wind. Actually, yeah, we haven't had Ron and Elaine on tonight. I hope they're okay. Robert, I called in to see Ron and Elaine, and I was utterly gobsmacked with what they've got. I'm not going to say any more than that, but it's quite incredible what they've got in their house. Claire Leach, you didn't travel far. Who didn't? Ron Langley lives in a shed. Yeah, hang on, let me try and catch up here. Bonnie said, ooh, decking. Yeah, it's 3 boards wide, but Bonnie. But outside here, I've got a canopy, 6 meters long by 3 meters, so that I can use my outside space all the time if I want to. So I've got my patio furniture underneath the canopy, and I've got small table chairs and stuff like that. But no one ever comes around to see me. So yeah. Mark, I'm currently trying to work out where to move to, but close proximity to work and stay around here. I need a bigger place and garden. Apartments are nice, but too small. Well, you're up north. Yes, you'd have to find something else. Fiona's going. I've missed that one. Where's Fiona? Bye-bye, Fiona. We will be down to see you. So please take care. And we are going to come down to see you and let you take us out for coffee. Now, actually, all we're coming down for is a sausage rolls and mince pies. Oh, dear. Yes, I've seen that, Lynn. Thank you. Claire, I didn't. One side of the Saltine is in Brighton and the other is in Lewis district. Yeah, Claire. Give me a couple of 3 weeks, and I will come down. I will load the boot of my car up with tools and paint and dust sheets, and I will come down and sort out those damp patches that you had from the leak you had. So I promise to do that for you, and I will. What's this body saying? We downsized and got rid of 90% of our possessions. But you kept Dave. You kept Dave. That's the most important one. Longbridge Avenue, the dividing line. Yeah. Not Marks and Ventures. No such thing as too much stuff, Bonnie. Life is blessed with good things. Yeah, it could be. You could buy a reasonable country estate up here for the price of 3-bed semis down there. Quite possibly. My place here, I bought it for 195,000 in 2012 or 2013. I did a big conversion upstairs to put 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in, and it's now worth 400,000. So, you know, and this is a semi. It was a bungalow. It's now not a bungalow. So yeah. Well, Dave doesn't take up too much room. Well, that's true, and he does carry the right size boots for himself, Bonnie. But makes it a little bit difficult when someone puts the wrong boots on. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. I couldn't think what it was called, but it's a chalet bungalow. You're quite right. Bonnie, 1978, my student friend bought a house for 5,000 in Stoke. Yeah, there you go. Up in the Midlands, where my family live, if I sold this with what I'd have left, I could go up there and buy a 4-bedroom detached house with garden and garage and parking quite easily. It's quite astonishing the difference between house prices here and in the Midlands. But you go to Tesco's or Sainsbury's or whoever, the prices in the shops are all the same, but house prices are vastly different. Well, Mark's Adventure saying only one bed bungalow, Rob, with garden and garage for car, and hopefully get a camper van. We'd all love a camper van. Go then, see you. Yeah, thanks, Steve. You would miss me. You would miss me, mate. That Bonnie, that doesn't surprise me. Being down there. Ah, but do you? Yeah, thanks, Steve. I know you wouldn't, mate. Who would you have who else would you have to take the Mickey out of? It's bad enough having my son taking the Mickey out of me all the time, and you know, and you, and everybody else. Michael White, you'd be tarred and feathered. Michael, I don't think anybody would hang you, would they? No, I'm sure they wouldn't. I love you. You've got a lovely place, Lynn. Lovely place you've got there. And 20,000 sheds. I think what's going to happen one day, we're going to come down and all the sheds will be joined together. And there'll be a doorway from each one to go. And there'll be just Rich walking between all of them. Oh dear, I don't think I've ever seen anywhere that's got so many sheds apart from a garden centre. Oh dear. Nothing wrong with that, Matt. The bed conversion is in the country. Oh, barn conversion. I love a barn conversion. A home is just where you lock your stuff up while you go have fun. Yes, you're probably not wrong, Gene. Bungalows occasionally come up for sale in Eastbourne, but there's a gladiator pit where you have to beat everyone else to yeah. Well, it's the same when the Hell's Mark is locked. My road, give it for instance, until just recently, with the market slowing down, if a house came up for sale in my road, it would be gone in a week or a few days. Quite astonishing. You know, I'm missing out on some conversations here. Thank you, Steve. Don't ever want to move, but probably will one day. Ha ha, Kevin. Yeah. Well, Lynn, all you got to do is fill the gaps in, haven't you? Put another shed in the gaps, and then you can join them all together. Michael, I could get 500,000 from my mum's house and sell the flat, but it would depend on how much my wife will want for the divorce settlement. Yeah, I would suggest don't sell your mum's house then. I'd make sure the divorce and everything has happened first, and well down the road, and then sell your mum's place. With my roof costing so much, I don't think I can afford to move. But no, you had a big bill there, Claire, didn't you? But when I come down and sort those bits out, you don't have to pay me. Just do me some toast, and that'll be payment enough. So that you're a friend, and I'm very happy to help friends out if I can. Just don't blame me if the white doesn't look, you know, the white I put on is going to be brighter than what you've already got there. But I'm very happy to do that for you. Furnishings would be tricky, Bonnie. There is one available nearer than Rottingdean. There's a local windmill for sale, but Dave says we're not moving again. He's summoned. Oh dear. Yeah, all those circular rooms. Yeah, yes, in curved furniture. I'm sure there must be somebody out there that can make curved furniture for Linda going to a windmill. Goodness me. Well, look, we're nearly coming up to an hour, and I'm so grateful to everybody for joining me tonight. I really am. I wasn't expecting, you know, there was 30 there at one point. Oh, hello, Andrew's come back. Andrew Murphy. I have definitely found some incriminating photos tonight. Well, keep them to yourself. Put them in a folder somewhere and keep them to yourself. It was very beautiful up here, up where you live, Robert. Steve, I was going to buy a windmill once, but the estate agent. Oh, Lynn, thank you very much. You're very kind. You really are. Yeah, it's Bonnie, you need a windy. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. As I said earlier on, it's the first one in 2 months. So that we will be back to the normal schedule, first Sunday of the month. Is that right? Can you mention my Sunday night live tours here? Bonnie, yeah, Bonnie does a Sunday night tours at 7 o'clock. Bonnie, is that right? On her channel. Is that your channel, Facebook, Bonnie, or YouTube? You need to give me the details for me to talk about it. Hang on, someone's going. Andrew, nice. It's been fun, Kevin. Thanks for hosting tonight. No, Andrew, thank you very much, my friend. And it was great to talk to you today. Yeah, Bonnie does something. It's to do with the Hago tours, I think. And it's 7 o'clock on Facebook. So if anybody wants to join Bonnie at 7 o'clock on Facebook, so is it just on a Sunday night, Bonnie? Are you just doing that once a week? Thank you, Mark. Take care of yourself, and all being well, I'll see you on Wednesday. Get the Horlicks on, Andrew. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Bernie. Much appreciated. As I said, the voice is beginning to go a little bit, but yes. So Bonnie is 7 o'clock on Facebook on Sundays. So it's once a week. Good night, Ian. Thank you very much, mate. And I'll speak to you soon. I'm rerunning my Hago recordings. Yeah. So if you can, join Bonnie at 7 o'clock on Facebook on every Sunday. Thank you, John. Good night, everybody. One or two people are going now. So look, I will again thank you very much indeed, Bonnie. Just before you forget, I forget. Please put it onto the Kevin's Rambles group about your Hago, your Sunday nights. Well, Michael, she probably will be. Bonnie will be probably testing her equipment. Drink wine; it's good for you. The boy spots. I can't even say it. Oh dear, Bonnie's got flaky equipment. I'll actually get to finish this in a minute. Okay, look, everybody, remember, please, Cynthia will put a post up on the group. It'll be back to my normal first Sunday night of the month. And I look forward to seeing you all then. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Really appreciate it. And please take care. And I will see you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Take care, everybody. All I've got to do is remember how to end this thing now. Right, here we go.